Playing for a level 2 timing in lane. It's very simple. When you are level 2 and the enemy is level 1, they are a lot weaker than you. They have less stats and half as many abilities as you. And most times you can literally just all in them and commit on them and kill them. Pretty much full to zero. This applies to all the level up timers in lane. Another huge one is 6, obviously. But level 1 to 2 is the earliest one. And it's also one of the most powerful. And it's also easy to engineer a situation where you hit level 2 first consistently because it's the earliest one. So it's something that you can play for pretty much every game. People really just underestimate the difference in power level between level 1 and level 2 heroes. Again, if you are level 2 and they're level 1, 99% of the time, they just cannot fight back. So even if you don't kill them, which most of the time you will if you play like this, you'll just get a really good trade that will give you a huge advantage in the lane. But honestly, most of the time you'll kill them if you just pick decent heroes. So the hard part about this, I guess there are two hard parts, are that one, you have a small window to act because they're going to hit level 2 as well pretty quickly. And two, is setting up situations where you hit level 2 first. Actually, now that I think about it, I wouldn't say that these are really hard even. You just have to go out of your way and do them. It's not going to passively happen to you. This is something that you need to be proactive about. So the easiest way to get level 2 first is just by pushing your wave slightly at level 1. So it can literally be as simple as auto attacking one melee creep 3 times right when the lanes meet. And not getting denied. That's also really important. And then the lane will push a little bit, you'll hit level 2 first, and then that's your window to all in them. This will get you level 2 first because you created a slow push situation where you'll have one more creep than them. And because of this, naturally, their creeps will die faster than yours, and you will get more XP sooner. And it's not going to work every game, because things happen in Dota, but it's just something that you should be playing for, right? It's a good plan to walk into the lane with. It's a really easy way to just win more lanes. It's not going to win you every lane, but again, it's going to win you a lot of lanes. And certain heroes are definitely better at this than others. So on the carry front, right, I'm thinking of Ursa, Slark, Anti-Mage. They come to mind as just being really good at it. And why? And this is how you can apply it to other roles. Because they have a very strong level 2 power spike. Ursa slows and jumps. Anti-Mage blinks and slows. And Slark jumps and leashes. Terrorblade is also really good at this because he gets meta, which is just overwhelming damage, plus reflection, which is a slow. Or on the support end, what comes to my mind is like Crystal Maiden, who gets 2 really powerful spells. Or like Jakiro. With those heroes, it's basically a guaranteed kill. But again, even if you're not killing them, worst case is you'll still take a really good trade. If you're a nerd, just so you know, you hit level 2 after the first melee creep dies on the 3rd wave. Assuming there are no denies and assuming you're in a side lane and your support gets every creep of XP. But honestly, I just look at my XP bar because I'm not a nerd. Let's look at an example. And this is going to be with Nikobaby, the shark, and his pretty high MMR support. And I just know that all of you copers watching this are thinking that, oh, I'm never going to be able to do this with my lane mate. And I have an example after this to show you that you can do it with pretty much just anybody. This is just what it looks like in its best form, just so you guys can see. He starts the lane right off the bat by autoing this creep down, right? He autos it an extra time, so it dies faster. It was already dying faster because Shaker blocked it into his creeps, which is actually pretty good for him. So now he is set up to hit level 2 first. And now what he does in the meantime, I'll just speed through it, is he just pokes with this CM. He just throws daggers at the enemy. And his CM is doing a really good job at like harassing them to prepare for this. But this is the sauce right here. So we have a situation where both him and CM are 1 creep from level 2. And the creep that's going to get them to level 2 is about to die. So look at where his CM is. This is just psycho positioning, and the only reason she's allowed to be there is because they're about to hit 2 in about 3 seconds. So if Shaker and Wind decide to go on her, then they're going to hit level 2 and they can turn anyways. So let's see how it plays out. Did you guys see how fast that was? As soon as they hit level 2 with 0 hesitation, they just all in the Shaker. And they end up killing him. So they could probably even dive this Wind Ranger too. I'm not sure if they're going to. Yeah, they are. And they kill her too. So that was this concept in its best form. And here's a much messier example with me playing where things didn't go perfectly and I was not pleased with my support. So first of all, bro, Weave Eyes on the Rubik is not here for the first wave, which is a pet peeve of mine, but it's fine. The enemy probably didn't pressure me as much as they should. And I don't want to be mean to this Rubik, and I'm just doing this for the purposes of the educational content that you can do this with bad supports and take advantage of this concept. So what happens is I hit level 2 first because I got a lot of solo XP, and then everybody in the lane is level 1. So it's not quite as powerful as if both Rubik and I were level 2, but I still want to take advantage of it. So I hit level 2, and I'm just going to run straight at this Ember and use everything on him. Basically try to all-in him. And this Ember is, yeah, rank 1000. So if it works on this guy, it's going to work in your games too. And so I just all-in him. I don't really know why Rubik threw a blood grenade there, which, by the way, I told them to buy that blood grenade because we're not going to kill him. Maybe it let me get one more hit off. But anyway, I just take this devastating trade, and Ember is just really sad right now. And I now have a huge advantage in the lane because of that move. And if I did not do that, the lane would look very different than it does now. So it's nothing crazy, but it'll make a difference in your games if you actually apply it. It's up to you. Also, quick note that the Dota Club podcast is now entirely on a separate channel. I didn't want to confuse the YouTube algorithm, so I figured it's just cleaner if there's a separation. And I'll also put a link to that in the description. So if you're a podcast enjoyer, which again, it's really good content, I'm proud of it. I do it with my friend Pine, who's a really, really talented Dota player, and I think that there's some great insights in there. And if long form content is your thing, you should definitely check it out. Also, if you want to start stomping your games, I'm doing coaching again. So the link for that will be in the description. Hit me up if you want to start going beyond godlike or indirectly carrying the game through superior tactical decisions if you play support. My students usually do pretty well, so hit me up if that interests you.